Today on Least Handy Handyman, we are using this TV mount to hang a TV on this wall. Welcome to Least Handy Handyman. I am Terry. I am the least handy handyman of all time, and this show exists just to show you if I can do it, which a lot of times I can't, then you can do it too. So today we've got a TV and we're gonna hang it on this wall. You can see I've already installed the electrical work. I did this all by myself without any help from anybody. Do you really believe that? Okay, actually my father-in-law, who is the most handyman, he came over and he's the one who actually installed this in the wall. This is the kind of job that takes someone who's actually handy, you know, maybe 30 minutes, something like that. I blocked off 3 or 4 hours, because here's what we're gonna need today. We're gonna need a level. We're gonna need a TV. We're gonna need a mount. We'll probably need like one of those ratchet socket things. Did I already say a mount? We're gonna need a mount. And you're gonna need a pair of bright red shorts, and the reason is, in the event of an explosion. If there's an explosion, you wanna be thrown clear and be easily recognized among the debris. It could happen. And oh yes, as always, a nice cold beer. I've got the Sun King Wemac, which is my favorite beer on earth, and I've got my Red Wings koozie. Go Wings. I don't have my Jordy with me today because we're still under quarantine, so this video will be worse than normal. I miss you, Jordy. It's for you, buddy. So let's get started. My belief, without having looked at the instructions yet, is that this is gonna happen in 3 phases. We have to attach the mount to the TV, the bracket things. Technical term, don't be intimidated by my use of some technical terminology. We have to attach the mount to the wall, and then we just lift the TV onto the wall. Have you noticed how many of these have to do with TVs? Okay, for an added degree of difficulty, we've got a curved TV here that will be doing it. I thought, you know, it might be a little too simple for someone like me to attach a flat TV to a flat wall, so we've got the curved TV. This too is actually a hand-me-down TV from my father-in-law. I highly suggest you get a father-in-law if you don't have one. All right, so we're putting these brackets onto these pre-drilled holes. Let's do it. I don't need an articulating TV mount. I just need the regular, because we don't need to swivel this at all. It's just gonna be flat on the TV. So this looks like it's just barely enough. We've got a spacer in the bracket, and now I'm just screwing her in with a Phillips head. Piece of cake, right? Even for me. Step 1 is done. The brackets are on the TV. I'm actually a little concerned about how smoothly that went. Don't worry, there's still plenty of time for me to mess this thing up. We go on to step 2, mounting the bracket to the wall. All right, for part 2, we gotta take things up a notch. So I went and borrowed this cordless drill from my father-in-law. Also got a stud finder from my father-in-law, and we're gonna need a little measuring tape. I got the kind that says Dad. We wanna measure exactly where to put this thing. So we want ours halfway between the ceiling and the top of this little bench thing right here. So I'm just gonna measure that. Shouldn't be as hard as it is right now. So that's 67. So 67 divided by 2. 67 divided by 2. It's not 30, it's more than 30. 33 and a half. Wait. So I'm going 33 and a half down. I'm just gonna take a pencil and mark the halfway point. 33 and a half. Now we're gonna use our stud finder to locate the studs. There's not a dad alive that can resist this joke. Found one. It's gotta be bad for your heart though, right? Like, that can't be good. So stud finder can be really helpful for you here. It uses witchcraft and sorcery to locate the studs behind the wall. All right, I don't really know what any of the beeping means. I'm just kind of guessing. I mean, is that a stud? You know, the old school guys can. Oh, you hear that? Sounds like a stud. So that might mean there's a stud there. I mean, I don't know. I also just dropped a piece of this mount onto the TV itself, so I've cleared it out of the zone. All right, so I've marked where I need my holes, and I'm gonna pre-drill now so that we don't break the screw, I think. I don't know, it says to pre-drill. The good news about that is I don't think I busted through any drywall or anything like that, or this, what do you call this? All right, now we're gonna put the mount in place on the wall and screw it using these lag screws. I know they're called lag screws because the instructions call them lag screws. Well, see, that's a real pain. And this screw's not wanting to go in at all. Sure, that's fine. I think I'm gonna need a ratchet. Is it called a ratchet? The socket wrench is better. Some of you guys right now are saying, oh, don't mount that over this. That's a terrible idea. Is it? Is it really that big a deal? You can put in the comments, but that's where we want the TV, so. Now we need to find the second stud. So it looks like right there. Let's check it again. And now it'll come out this way. Okay, well that's a pretty freaking big stud if that's the case. Handy people know exactly how much space is common between studs. So that says 16. I mean, that sounds right. I don't know, is it 17? Is it 24? So I'm gonna drill my pilot holes now for this one. Hope I find a stud. Nope, it went right through. So now we have to loosen this a little bit to slide it a little bit closer to where we can get a stud. Now I'll just tighten her back up. And we try again. Now let's see if we can sock it in the other side. Sock it, sock it, sock it, sock it, sock it. So far, so good. I gotta say, that still concerns me that some of you guys are watching this and know that this is some kind of critical mistake right here. Now it says, before hanging TV, please conduct wall plate installation integrity test first. Let me tell you, I'm dripping with integrity. Okay, feels pretty secure. And it's ready for the TV. We're pretty much there. I plugged in the TV. Unless this is some kind of horrible mistake. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Might have to redo this whole thing. You're gonna want a helper for this last part, lifting the TV onto the wall. I got my helper. And boom, we're done. All right, so this is just about the best that anything has ever gone on Least Handyman. Unless I shouldn't have mounted it over that wire thing. But anyway, next time, what are we gonna do next time? I got a big old brush pile I need to get rid of, I know that. Some loose boards on the deck. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll see you next time on Least Handyman. I miss you, Jordy. Seriously, the father-in-law thing.